The ULTRASPORT Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tonight it is Tuesday Night Primetime Football, and we've got a huge NFC East rivalry matchup. The Washington Commanders pay a visit to the Philadelphia Eagles, the top two teams in the division, going head-to-head here in our first game of two this week. We're going to be in Chicago later on Saturday, but we'll get into that in the halftime show. Right now it is kickoff here in Philadelphia, and it's going to be the Eagles receiving as the Commanders kick. Packed house here on this cold Philadelphia night. Glad to have you with us as we see the kick, which is going to be taken out past the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. Return taken down at the 29, and that'll bring out Jalen Hurts and Philadelphia's offensive line. Hurts last season, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, and 3,858 yards. Number 1, Philadelphia's quarterback. Eagles starting again on the 29. Hurts sends it away here, and this will be caught by Devonta Smith. He gets up to the 49, gain of 20 yards on that play. The first play of the game for Philadelphia here. We are underway. Very dense crowd, may as well be sold out here tonight. Huge primetime, nighttime game. Handoff here, and it is Saquon Barkley getting up for 3 yards to the 46. 4 yards, I should say. 2nd and 6 coming up here for Philadelphia as the Eagles go for a running play. There's the snap. Hurts is going to pass on this one. Fires it away, and the pass is caught. Did he get into the end zone? Yes, he did, just barely. Incredible. Jahan Dotson gives the Eagles their first score of this game. As we see this again, watch here. The chase, he makes the catch. He makes the catch with what looks to be one hand, and he tries and tries to push him out of bounds, but it is unsuccessful. Jahan Dotson survives, stays in, and gives Philadelphia their first score, their first touchdown of this game within 1 minute and 10 seconds of us getting underway here at Lincoln Financial Field. That is to say, minute 10 in game time. Point after here. Kick is up, and it will be good. Philadelphia 7, Washington 0, 70 yards, 3 plays. 1 minute, 6 seconds of game time. 4 seconds taken off because of the kickoff. Dan Quinn not too happy about what has just transpired, as this will be taken out past the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, and up to the 26. So here comes Jayden Daniels, making his way out now, the rookie this year, number 5 for the Commanders. Washington having a pretty good season so far. We'll get into the standings again at the halftime show. Right now, the Commanders in passing formation starting at the 26. There's the snap, and the pass will be caught. Washington getting up to the 44 as Zach Ertz gets the first reception of the night for the Commanders. First and 10 on the 44. There's the snap. Handoff here. He's going to go down immediately, and it's a loss of 4 there. Well placed was Williams as he takes down the runner. Washington now 2nd and 14 on the 40. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff this time. Passing play. And it will be caught by Noah Brown, I believe. Washington getting up to the 46 there, 3rd and inches. Dan Quinn watching from the sidelines as Washington hope for the equalizing touchdown. Handoff here. He is able to get past the line. And Washington up to the 43, pick up a first down on that play. So they're, of course, past the 50 now. Commanders moving steadily into Philadelphia's territory. There's the snap on first down. Short pass here, but he's going to find a way through as Washington pick up another first down, their 3rd in this game. Luke McCaffrey with the catch on this play. As we take a look at this again, Philadelphia's defense scrambling after him. And as we have now entered the final minute of the first quarter here at Lincoln Financial Field, Washington on 29 after that play. And there's the snap. Spins through as he fakes the handoff. Interesting decision there from the quarterback, but he's going to go down at the 33. It is a sack for Washington. Or should I say against Washington? You can phrase that either way, I suppose. In any case, 2nd and 14 with just a few seconds to go in the first quarter. Got time for one more play, I think, before we go to commercial. 5, 4, 3. Can't wait too long there. Short toss. He's going to get up to the 28 as we go to the second quarter. Philadelphia 7, Washington 0. Back here at Lincoln Financial Field, Nick Sirianni on the sidelines, you can see there, patrolling as Washington look for their first touchdown of this game. Brown is going to get up to the 8 here. And Noah Brown has given Washington a very important gain on that play. And it's suddenly gone kind of silent here at Lincoln Financial Field. There is some burgundy and gold in the stands here, but Philadelphia, infamous for the passion, let's say, we'll call it passion, of their fans. There's the snap. He's going to run it this time himself. Catch is made into the end zone. Dives Noah Brown, and the Commanders get their first touchdown. The wide receiver spiking the ball as Washington managed to make this an equal scoreline, or they will if they get the point after. Emphatically dives into the end zone. And now you can hear it's gotten a bit quiet. It's gotten a bit quiet, relatively speaking, of course. This is the stadium. But now with the point after touchdown, Washington looking to tie this, and it's 7-7 in favor of the Commanders. 9 plays, 75 yards, and 3 minutes, 15 seconds of game time on that scoring drive. Both teams able to score in their first possession. And the Eagles will get the ball, hoping to jump out to another 1-touchdown lead. Possibly worth noting that Washington will receive to start the second half. So we've got a lot of time to go in the second quarter before this happens. Return is carried out to the 29 as Jalen Hurts takes the field once again with the offensive line. Just starting in here in the second quarter. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Hurts is going to run it himself, and down at the 38. Gain of 9 on that play for Jalen Hurts' first quarterback rush of this game. Philadelphia move up to their own 38 with that. There's the snap. Running play should be enough. Barkley is still going. He's still up. He's taken down at the 48, but Saquon Barkley with a big run there for Philadelphia. He's given them the first down. He's gotten them past the 50. Eagles at Washington's 48 as they look to make quick progress up the field and into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, a renowned player for Philadelphia. I would know. I have him on my fantasy team. He has gotten me numerous points over the last few weeks. And he gets Philadelphia a first down here for what will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's going to kick in. 7-7 with 2 minutes to go in the first half between Washington and Philadelphia. Packed house here on Tuesday Night Primetime Football at Lincoln Financial Field. There's the snap. Hurts waiting, able to find the mark. It is a first down for Philadelphia here as they move up to the 25. There's the snap on 1st and 10. Hurts moves way back. Pass is caught. Pass is caught at the 14 by A.J. Brown. Not at the 14, but he moves up to the 14 before stepping out of bounds. And Philadelphia will get another first down, and now close to another touchdown. The pass is caught. Not quite far enough for Dallas Goedert to go all the way. But Philadelphia now at the 3 as we enter the final minutes of the second quarter. The snap, the pass, and the touchdown for Philadelphia. It is Dallas Goedert with his second reception in a row, playing the imaginary violin as Philadelphia take the lead once again. Here's the replay. Only 3 yards for Philadelphia to take the lead once again. Wagner takes him down into the end zone. Whether it is instinct or spite to do that, I know not, but all I know is that it's irrelevant. Philadelphia now looking for the extra point. The snap, the kick, and it's 14-7. 7 plays, 70 yards, and 2 minutes, 39 seconds of game time there. And we've got 48 seconds to go before halftime. We will, of course, go to the ULTRASPORT halftime show after the conclusion of this second quarter. But Washington is going to get the ball here, and they will receive in the second half as well. That's going to be something interesting because if you play this well here on this last possession before halftime, if you play it well, you get some long passes, and you're able to score a touchdown within 44 seconds, it's going to be tied going into halftime, and then you're going to get the ball back, and you have a chance to make that a 2-touchdown lead, but he's dropped the ball. He's dropped the ball. It's picked up by Philadelphia. Eagles get the ball in one play. And the defensive line celebrating. We're going to take a look at this again. We had some fumble controversy last week on Tuesday night, but I don't think you can contest this. The replay clearly shows that he did, in fact, release the ball. We had two overturned fumble calls in one quarter last week in the Cincinnati-Baltimore game, but this one seems valid, and Philadelphia on Washington's 38, but there is a measure of revenge. Luvu gets the sack. Hurts goes down. It's a loss of 7. Timeout taken by Philadelphia, their first in this half. That was targeted. That was poetic, the timing of that sack. Defensive line will be hoping to do it again. Philadelphia again now on 2nd and 17. Pass is going to be caught here. And that gets them up to the 39, 3rd and 11. Dan Quinn not looking very happy after what we just saw. But on 3rd down, and by that I mean the fumble, of course. But on 3rd down, Philadelphia may have to settle for a field goal, or maybe not. Goddard with the catch again. Eagles get up to the 26 as they take another timeout. We've got 22 seconds to go before halftime here. Philadelphia is at least going to walk out of this with a field goal, unless, of course, they make the same mistake that their opponents did on that last possession. There's the snap. Pass is caught! And it's another touchdown for Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with the catch into the end zone. And it's a 2-touchdown game with seconds before halftime. Here's the replay. Brown right out there. Hurts able to find him. And he's able to go all the way. And it is now a 2-touchdown game in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles. But if I learned something from our Buffalo versus Miami game a couple of weekends ago, never count a team out until the end. We have seen some incredible moments, some incredible score lines here on the ULTRASPORT Network. And the lesson to be learned from all that, from all the action we see here, is it's not over until it's over. It's 21-7 for Philadelphia now, and I don't mean to sound biased towards Washington, I'm not, but I'm just giving a word of caution that this could always end in a very, very dramatic way. Jayden Daniels is going to make his re-entry and hoping to be able to do something that they didn't do on the last possession. They've got 3 timeouts. Philadelphia have scored. They used a timeout here. I was saying, just as the Commanders got the ball, before they dropped it, you're going to receive in the second half. They did have a chance there to tie it before halftime. They've got a chance here to make it a 1-touchdown game, and then with that possession after halftime, it could be 21-21. And that's part of the reason why I say it's not over until it's over, especially, we've still got quite a bit of football to play here. Oh, he's going to go down, but he was able to release the ball before he did. Good move there by Daniels, holding on until the very end, but able to prevent the loss of yards as well. 9 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 3 for Washington. There's the snap. Just got to fire it downfield. There you go. He gets out in front. Oh, it's incomplete. And here on 4th down, it's pointless to punt. In fact, I'd actually say it's detrimental. We've got a bit of a scuffle downfield. 4 seconds, 4th and 3. Yeah, there you go. Right move there by Washington. And one more chance. Ave Maria, gratia plena. Incomplete. And we go to halftime. Philadelphia 21, Washington 7. And welcome in once again to the ULTRASPORT halftime show here on Tuesday Night Primetime Football. Since we didn't have a pregame overview of this matchup, we're going to do that here. And we're going to first take a look at the division. This is, of course, an NFC East rivalry matchup. And in first, we have the Philadelphia Eagles, who are coming into this game 7-2, 2-0 in the division. Commanders are 6-4, 1-1 in the division. Still the top two teams here, first and second for Philadelphia and Washington respectively, as you can see. And the Eagles, with a huge win over the Cowboys, they were able to defeat them by a score of 34-6. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Commanders. It was a very close game. They scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Final score 28-27. Pittsburgh just winning by 1 point. Washington coming into this with a loss in the last game. It's also worth mentioning that we will be in Chicago on Saturday afternoon, NFC North rivalry matchup, and a very, very storied one. Chicago Bears play host to the Green Bay Packers. We'll have coverage for that beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. We're going to send you back to the field as the action continues. Third quarter set to get underway between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. So the teams re-enter the field as we get set for kickoff here. There goes the ball, and this will be taken out past the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, and down on the 24 is where this return will be carried out. 21-7, a 2-touchdown lead for Philadelphia over Washington at the moment. Jayden Daniels leading the offensive line back out onto the field. They are in dire need of some scoring here. Eckler gets the handoff. It's going to be a loss of 1 for him, however. Washington going back a yard to the 23. You can just see the disappointment here in Dan Quinn. That face palm. They've got a ways to go. The Commanders have got a ways to go if they want to win this one, but remember what I said last quarter. It's not over until it's over. Robinson Jr. gets up to the 39 here as Washington picks up a first down. Daniels going over things as this offense tries to get their team back in the game. There's the snap. Handoff here, and he goes down on the 42. Gain of 3. I believe that was Robinson Jr. again. Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts watching on the sidelines. The Commanders gain 3 yards there. There's the snap. Fired away. This will be caught. And moving up to the 40, taken out at the 32, is Noah Brown. Big gain there for Washington. We'll take a look at this once again. Fired away here. He's able to find Brown, who is near the 50. Breaks away before being taken down at the 32. Clock stops as he goes out of bounds. And Washington get closer to the end zone. Commanders fumbled the ball shortly before halftime. That allowed Philadelphia to get an extra touchdown. If not for that fumble, it'd be 14-7. And instead of trying to keep up, Washington will be trying to tie on this possession. Started out as a close game, but if Philadelphia wins here, that fumble is going to be remembered as the moment that changed the game. 2nd and 1 here for Washington. There's the snap. Daniels looks a bit boxed in, finds Robinson Jr. He's taken down on the 26. 3rd and 4 there. Here. Commanders lose yardage. There's the snap, and Daniels was being pursued. There's a flag on the play, but we'll see what happened. Otherwise, it's 1st down for Washington. Roughing the passer on Philadelphia's Milton Williams. That's going to move the Commanders up to the 8. So Washington, not only do they have a 1st down, they're now on 1st and goal. There's the snap. Handoff. Can he get through just up to the 4? Robinson Jr., his 5th rush of the day. 33 total yards. 5th rush of the night, I should perhaps say. Just over a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. There's the snap. Hand off to Robinson Jr. He manages to find his way into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for the Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. gives Washington more of a fighting chance here. But the Eagles, of course, will have the ball next. And while they do celebrate, victory is still a bit of a ways away. Is this a pessimistic way to look at things, or is it realistic? I don't know. But it is how it is. We've got 4 minutes and 55 seconds total in this game, but on ULTRASPORT, that is a lot of time. 21-14, 8 plays, 65 yards, 3 minutes, 1 second of game time on that scoring drive for Washington. Nick Sirianni, you see there on the sideline, head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, who will look to make this a 2-touchdown game once again. And if we're being realistic and honest, they have a pretty good chance of it. This return will be carried out to the 28, but Philadelphia is one of the best teams in the NFL, and a lot of that is due to this incredible quarterback that they have, number 1, Jalen Hurts. Here's some of his highlights from earlier tonight. Eagles have been to the Super Bowl in recent years, won it in 2018. Against the Patriots in Minnesota, and then I believe 2023 against Kansas City. They were unsuccessful there. Hurts versus Mahomes in Arizona. This first pass is going to go incomplete. Jalen Hurts wanted to go for distance there, but perhaps the plan wasn't completely thought out. Eagles still on the 28, of course. Hand off to Barkley. Getting up to the 36. Gain of 7 on that play. Washington's defense will be wanting to kick this into high gear. They need to find a way. Sure, Philadelphia is still in their own end, and they've got a long ways to go if they want to score, but the clock is ticking. 1st down will be picked up here as Barkley advances to the 48. And we're going to go to the 4th quarter. Philadelphia 21, Washington 14. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of exciting action in the final 4 minutes here at Lincoln Financial Field. Fourth quarter getting underway here, and maybe it's the fact that we've seen tons of incredible fourth quarters already this season on Ultrasport, but I have a feeling this is going to be something special, that these two teams are going to battle it out to the very end in order to get the victory in this NFC East rivalry matchup. We talked about this at halftime. These are the top two teams in the division at the moment. Washington with a close loss against Pittsburgh last week. Meanwhile, the Eagles defeating Dallas 34-6. Philadelphia with two divisional rivalry matchups in a row. Cowboys, I should say, are also in the NFC East. Philadelphia, mind you, is now on the 30, and Barkley is going to get them past the 20 and up to the 15. Saquon Barkley, 6 rushes, 63 yards so far in this game. One of the top stars for Philadelphia. I mentioned his tie to my fantasy team earlier. Two-minute warning is going to kick in. You have to wonder, will Philadelphia get the score before then? Doesn't look like it. Wagner with the tackle as Barkley goes down to the 14, and there is the 2-minute warning. 21-14, Philadelphia with 2 minutes to go. And what a sight that is. Packed stadium on a cold night in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. Handoff to Barkley here. He gets past the 10, up to the 7. And Washington using their first timeout of this half. 1:56 to play in the fourth quarter, so maybe the time will run out and we won't see that much action, but this is around the time I would start calling the game for Philadelphia. That is to say, assuming the victory is theirs. Can Barkley get through? Yes, he can, just barely. Timeout taken by the Commanders once again. And Philadelphia now up to the 4. 1:52 to play. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Time is one of the most important resources you have in a football game. How much time you have can change everything. Handoff here to Barkley. Did he get past the line? Just barely. Touchdown for the Eagles here. Saquon Barkley runs it into the end zone, but just barely. And I really hope we see an in-depth replay that goes down to the line and the feet, because Washington could very easily review this. Did he get over? I'm not sure that he did. If I were the Commanders, I'd challenge this, because from that replay, it doesn't look like much of him got into the end zone. Like the end of his foot was on the line. But I don't think they are going to challenge it. They go with the touchdown. It's a 2-touchdown game. 28-14, 1:50 to play in the fourth quarter. We've seen teams come back before here on Ultrasport. Maybe that's why, I apologize if I've sounded biased towards Washington in my calling here. I hope I'm not, but I like to hype up the underdog story. Who doesn't love the underdog story? Washington now with 1:46 to play. They need 2 touchdowns. It's not very likely, but if this were a real football game, if you allow me to break the fourth wall, if this were a real football game, you'd call it for Philadelphia. But here on Ultrasport, it seems as though anything can happen in the realm of professional football, and this is a great example of that. Terry McLaurin gets up to the 39, steps out of bounds to stop the clock. Washington with 1 timeout left, and Dan Quinn looks exasperated. But Washington, just like that, have got up to the 39. There's the snap. Pass is caught here. And they'll get up to the 31. 2nd and 1 here for Washington. I mentioned it at halftime. We're going to be in Chicago on Saturday. The Bears host the Packers in a huge rivalry matchup. I'm hearing some snow is going to be forecasted as well. You'll have to watch for that when we bring you game day on Saturday. We did not have any NFL coverage this weekend, but if I go back on this advertisement, may the growth of my channel cease. 3rd and 1 at the 31 for Washington. Waiting here is Daniels. Pass is caught. Good move there to step out of bounds at the 24. Washington again with only one timeout left. You want to conserve time, you can call that the poor man's timeout. To step out of bounds. Commanders want to use that last touchdown, that last timeout wisely. Looking to get what may be their last touchdown here, however. This will get them up to the 8. Dan Quinn, his mood still hasn't changed from early in the 3rd quarter when we saw him with this just dismayed, almost facepalm look on his face. But Daniels, now feeling a bit cornered, managed to get it to Ertz. I want to see a replay on that. I don't think we will, but that was interesting. Just a little toss. And it's actually, I think, a loss of 5 yards, but just an interesting decision there. Washington looking for one last touchdown here. They're going to use that last timeout as we have 24 seconds remaining. Is he doing push-ups? I suppose when you're about to win the game, it doesn't really matter what you do, as long as you don't fumble. 3rd and goal on the 6 here for Washington. They might not even get one last touchdown. They've converted from 3rd down 4 times tonight, but a conversion here would require a touchdown. And Daniels is going to go for the quarterback rush. He throws it out. He throws it out. With 18 seconds, 4th and goal on the 6. We haven't seen any field goals in this game. All the scoring has been touchdowns. And if you're the Commanders, you may as well go for it. There it is. If you get it, you get 7 points. If you don't, you're probably not going to win anyways. And again, Daniels feels threatened, feels cornered. Did he run in? No, he stepped out of bounds. But an ingenious move there, as Philadelphia are now on their own 1-yard line. We've never seen a safety before here on ULTRASPORT, but obviously they're very rare in the NFL. But are we going to see it tonight? No. Barkley able to get out of the end zone. He's taken down at the 5. And I think that's going to be all. The final score, Philadelphia 28, Washington 14. A win for the Eagles here on Tuesday Night Primetime Football.